today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. This is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. 5th in the NFL in passing yards last year with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
Now Ryan on first down. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. 11 yards there, first down.
Catch there by Julio Jones, and let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
1st and goal at the 1. Here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Luke Stocker there to make the grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
Now the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Out now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, 6-time Pro Bowler, as he gets set to lead this Seahawks offense.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
From the gun, it's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now it's Carson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Falcon offense ready to go here, and last season for them, Charles, a 7-9 finish, and not too many talking about the Falcons in the lead up to 2020. Certainly all the focus in the NFC South has gone to Tampa Bay and New Orleans. Could this team, do they surprise folks and jump into contention for the division title?
They certainly believe so, and they feel like they should have been in contention the last couple of seasons. Remember, they went 6-2 over the last half of last season, so they thought they were starting to figure things out. And now they acquired Todd Gurley to help run the football. But defensively, they've got to get a pass rush. Just 28 sacks last year, 2nd fewest in the league. Vic Beasley's now in Tennessee. They need Tack McKinley to rush the passer. And can they get the big output out of Dante Fowler, who they acquired this offseason?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Play action. Ryan. Open is Powell. That's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And able to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Well, the Seahawks come after it, and they block it. And they are going to have the football right at the 10-yard line. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Draw play. This is Carson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he stopped immediately there. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
second down. The slant to Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Julio Jones has averaged 90 receiving yards per game every season since 2013. And when you factor in that every game plan calls for them double and triple covering him, yet he's still putting up those kind of numbers, that tells you the excellence of Julio Jones.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll throw from the gun. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
Now Wilson on first down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. His throw incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Wilson will throw again. He'll check that down to Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Carson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Wilson. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. First down. It's Carson, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. On 2nd down now. It's Carson. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it with Carson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. It's complete to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the counter, Gurley. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Chris Carson trotting back out there. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing about the Seattle Seahawks offense, they are a run-first group, but when they throw the ball, they want to throw it downfield and sting defenses, and Philip Dorsett provides great speed and a good target downfield in order to get that done. Nice catch there. His speed adds an extra dimension to the Seahawks offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the delay, here's Carson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as he'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first down, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Now he'll pull it down and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll try to run with Carson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Lockett the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Third down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Wilson now to throw on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That is Bruce Irvin using that speed to get in there and blow the play up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
"13 yards remaining on second down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The Falcons send out their punter. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 45. He gives it off to Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He'll bite, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On first down, it's Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
From the 16, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys are going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and is tough as any receiver in the NFL.
Second down and 8. Stepping up, he's hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50, the 30, and a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. And this one is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now Wilson on first down. This complete to Lockett. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf, and when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable.
That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now they'll run on the draw. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Tyler Davison able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Carson, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Wilson steps away. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Myers' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And here now come the Falcons. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Ryan on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Ryan. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ryan will throw again. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Ryan. Powell on the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Again they run with Gurley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw from the gun. On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, Ryan, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they enjoy this fourth quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 10, just over a minute, 40 to play. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Now Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. First down now, but that clock rolling. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here's Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.